morning. We are in KL train station this morning. Got the most amazing Grab driver. She was so nice. She was giving us all the tips on Penang. She gave us loads of ideas of what to do that weren't on our list. So really excited now after talking to her about it. So we've arrived at the train station. We're 45 minutes early. Thank you, Sarah. Relatively easy to navigate.
Yeah, it's okay. Could have done with a couple more signs, but it's fine.
Yeah. Now we just have to wait for
It's cute.
Hello, good morning from our first full day in Penang. We are here at the Blue Mansion, which you might recognize from the Crazy Rich Asians movie. Very excited to be here. There is a guided tour that we want to do at 2 p.m. so we came down to get some tickets, but you actually can't buy them until 1:45. So we have a little bit of the old town to explore, so we're going to do that now and then come back. So I think the next stop is the Eastern and Oriental Hotel, which is also from Crazy Rich Asians, and then we will... Yeah, there's a theme. So yeah, today is packed. In Georgetown, there are two locations that were used for the Crazy Rich Asians movie, and we're here at our first one, which is the Eastern Oriental Hotel. It is the hotel at the beginning of the movie that's actually in London in the world of the movie that they tried to check into in their childhood. Are at City Hall here in Georgetown. It was built in 1903 by the British in the Baroque style, and it was initially built because of the demand for office space in the town hall next door. You can't go in, unfortunately, because it is a working government building. It is now the Penang Island City Hall. So next stop is, what's it called?
Fort Cornwallis.
Fort Cornwallis. So if you're interested in kind of the colonial history of Penang, there is kind of three main sites: the City Hall, Fort Cornwallis and the Clock Tower, which are all pretty close together. And if you walk down through Georgetown towards City Hall, it's actually all along the coastline, which is really nice. And the Esplanade. And you can walk through this nice park and there's a bit of a breeze. So yeah, if you're interested, if you want to visit those kind of three historical sites, you can do them all together quite easily. They're only about 5 minutes apart. So even though it's 35 degrees, it's easy enough to get around. So the park is actually Speaker's Square. I'm presuming it's like Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, where basically, yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. We are here at Fort Cornwallis. So the original fort was built in 1786 by Francis Light, who took possession of Penang and established it as a British colony. Then in 1805, the fort that was here today was built with stone because of the outbreak of the Napoleonic Wars. The fort is named after Lieutenant Cornwallis, who is known for being involved in the American War of Independence. So he's one of the lieutenants who surrendered to George Washington, and he was also Lord Lieutenant of Ireland. So he implemented, or was one of the people who implemented, the Act of Union. So yes, very big man in British colonial history. Oh, the wind, sorry. One of the things we read about before we came here was that if you've been to a European fort, which we have, and if you're from Europe or if you've been to Europe, you have been, it is underwhelming, Fort Cornwallis. I don't really agree with that, to be honest. Like, in terms of scale, yeah, it's smaller, there's less to see, but I mean, in terms of the history here and the colonial history, I think it's fascinating the way it fits in with the whole area. Like, we're on the tip of Malaysia and the British influence is so distinct. You can see it everywhere, and that's before you even think about the view and where you are. So while I'd say, yeah, if you read before you come that it's not as impressive as some of the European forts, I think it's definitely worth coming to. Would you? It's a gorgeous view as well. Now, the last stop on our history tour is the Jubilee Clock Tower, which is, you can see it from Fort Cornwallis. It's literally just a minute up the road. So next stop. We're at the Jubilee Clock Tower. This was built to commemorate Queen Victoria's reign in 1897. It's 60 feet tall, so there is a foot for each year of her reign in 1897. And also, when you look at the tower, you'll notice that it is slightly tilted. This is from a bombing in Penang during the Second World War. We're now on our way to the Blue Mansion, and we're gonna take a tour. We're at the Blue Mansion. We just came in this second gate here. There's a ticket booth. We got 2 tickets for 50 ringgit. It's an English speaking tour that is at 11 AM and 2 PM. We decided to do the 2 PM so we could get a few bits done and also be inside in the height of the sun. So yeah, I'm excited.
Right now, just outside the Blue Mansion. We did come here inspired by Crazy Rich Asians, but the tour is brilliant. It's actually my highlight of Georgetown and Penang so far. I would highly recommend. The tour guide is amazing. She's really knowledgeable, really engaging, and just the whole history of the mansion is actually quite fascinating. So yeah, definitely, if you're in Penang, come to the Blue Mansion and do the tour.